Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Renegade Tarot. I'm Bethany. So I want to do another pick a card that is kind of healing related. Not super heavy, but this one could end up in that category. So I want to do what are your blockages. So what is currently blocking you in your life, on your spiritual path, in your career, in your love life, maybe all of those arenas, whatever wherever you're feeling most held up in some way. So we're going to dig into why, what's going on, and some advice from Spirit on how to move through this particular situation in your life. So woo, excuse me. Anyway, I like tickle in my throat. I could not try to keep talking through that. So sorry. Anyway, so I'm going to do 4 different piles tonight. Go ahead and take a second and meditate in on the selections. We have flower agate, pyrite, sea coral, and blue calcite. And go ahead and like this video. If you guys comment on any videos throughout a given month, you're automatically entered into my monthly giveaways, and then I choose through those like comments in my emails. I put all your names in a hat, and you are eligible for a free reading. So I've been doing 20-minute readings, which is a pretty significant free reading. So let me know if you want to be a part of it. Just comment and engage on my platform and be a subscriber, and you're good to go. So anyway, let's get into this. I'm using my Astero Tarot deck and my Radiant Rider-Waite. They're mixed into both. I can't talk. Oh my gosh. So the moon just switched over to Leo, and for some reason that like water to fire switch for me is just like, it's like sputtering. It's like trying to get something like started that's like slightly wet, you know, like I don't know, I keep getting tongue-tied, so bear with me. Anyway, let's get into this, you guys. Let's go to pile 1. Okay, so if you chose pile 1 with the flower agate, this is your pile. We're going to look at what are your current blockages and what's some advice from Spirit on how to move past those. So flower agate helps with manifesting. It helps with manifesting your dreams. It can help with overcoming self-doubt, and it can help with like boosting self-confidence. So if you were drawn to this stone, that's a little bit about it, just so you know. So right off the bat, you got the moon card. So your intuition might be blocked right now. You might be having trouble manifesting or trouble seeing your way forward in life. Sorry, you guys, I'm dying. Anyway. You might be like experiencing a little bit of burnout, kind of like in whatever endeavor you're focusing on, or just in general. I feel like a level of kind of like exhaustion, like you're kind of pushing on a wall when maybe you just need to turn around and take a nap. So I'm feeling like your blockage is a little bit of burnout. It's affecting your intuition, and you either haven't been dreaming lately, or your dreams might be taking like darker turns. Let me see. So the moon with the 4 of Swords, you might be getting over a little bit of heartache. So You might be hung up on like past heartaches a little bit. You might struggle like moving past things, letting go of things, forgiving people, forgiving yourself. So it might be a little bit of this. With the Temperance here, the two major arcanas with the Temperance here, both very like mystical and spiritual. Temperance represents Sagittarius. The moon is Cancer. Both are very mystical signs. So you might be struggling with your place in the world, kind of like where you fit in, like maybe your value system. I see like kind of what you believe and how you can integrate that into your day-to-day life. So I'm seeing this like tug of war on you, maybe a little bit of back and forth between being up in the clouds a little bit and then being down in reality. So you might be going through some kind of like spiritual ascension, and this is kind of like wearing you out a little bit and exhausting you. I feel like you're eager to move forward, but Spirit might have had you in this like more held back energy to try to show you certain things about yourself that maybe you could only see in like a quiet place or in like a meditative state. Maybe things about your past, trauma you might need to heal or look back on that might be blocking you from moving forward. Things you might be avoiding facing, but until you just face them and put them to rest, you're gonna keep coming back around on the karmic wheel with these lessons. So you're holding on to some kind of hurt in the past that you're healing from. But see how this, the bunny is healing from these swords, but there's this other one. It's like there's this deeper wound that you're kind of hiding away, that you're refusing to look at or something like that. So I think Spirit is calling you to dig a little deeper, maybe go a little deeper, maybe go outside the box a little bit. If it's like something to do with wrestling with your value system, maybe you are outgrowing something you used to believe in your childhood. Maybe you're returning to those roots. The Six of Cups here is very nostalgic to me. It's very youthful and energetic. It's like very warm. It's like a childhood best friend. It's like very warm, loving energy. So maybe you have some wounds from your childhood, or maybe you need to revisit some of those connections to help heal this. But something in your past you can't quite get past or let go of is what I'm seeing. You might need to get some advice or a mentor, or look to your peers. Like you need to maybe go outside of yourself to get practical advice on dealing with this, with the Three of Pentacles. You might need to even like go to some kind of schooling that somehow is gonna like help teach you about this. So maybe like a healing school, maybe psychology, I don't know, something school related might be involved. Or maybe you have like a close confidant from school, something like that, someone you respect their opinion. You need to close this cycle. So Spirit is really calling you to close this cycle. It's like something you've been very much avoiding or running from, and it's just like, please close this chapter so we can like write a new one for you, is what your guides are saying. So the angels are trying to usher in this new beginning for you, but it's like you have to grab you. It's like the wave is coming, but you have to paddle out and catch it. So that's the metaphor. It's like the universe keeps sending you these perfect waves, but you have to see them, get on your board and paddle, and you have to get it. So yeah, well, that just came through. So that was a channeling for somebody. You might like surfing, you might have grown up around the beach, or you just might understand that metaphor, but you have to catch the wave to get through this cycle and to heal. have maybe been holding on too tightly to a place or a city or a town or a community or an identity within that that's been unhealthy for you. So Spirit is just asking you to loosen the grip on your foundation or your sense of stability maybe, or your identity within that context. So this might have something really to do with like deep, something that goes deep that like affects your identity. With the Hierophant, that definitely, you might be healing like traditional wounds, like something to do with your belief system or traditions or maybe family patterns. Definitely, this could be like generational things. So you're working through some big issues, but Spirit is like giving you everything you need to do this. The support system, the like astrological backing, the stability, and they're going to give you a firm foundation and help you establish a new structure for yourself. It's just, you have to take that leap and understand that they're gonna catch you and help you move through this. So, ooh, I don't know why I'm like out of breath. Just feels like this is intense. So pile 1, that's what I got from you, for you. So that's basically what your current blockages are, how you can move through it. This is some big stuff, some heavy stuff, but Spirit is really has your back on this one, so that's really encouraging. So let me know what you thought about this pile 1. Comment down below, like and share this video. Consider donating to support my channel. I would love it. Just watching and sharing and liking my content helps me, so thank you. And stay tuned for more pick a cards, you guys. I will definitely keep the content coming. So I appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, pile 1. Okay, pile 2. If you chose pyrite, this is your pile. So let's get into what are your current blockages, what's holding you back in your career, love life, or just life in general. What's kind of holding you back from your growth or something you want to progress in. So let's dig into that. Please excuse my quarantine nails too. I just don't have time for that. I do have time, I just don't want to do it. King of Swords. You might be being a little too like right brain or masculine minded. Like you might just be too much in your head and not in your heart right now. You could be a little bit stubborn, a little bit proud. These aren't always like typical characteristics of a King of Swords, but if we're looking at it in a blockage sense, I'm going to pull on some of maybe their like negative manifestations, like how this card can play out in a negative way. So his negative traits, this card is like maybe too stubborn, maybe too analytical, too in his head, like just the can't budge kind of drill sergeant kind of mind that maybe needs to let a little compassion in. So maybe you've just been closing off your heart a little bit. The Sun. So maybe your family is blocking you in some way, your childhood or a child on the way, or this could just be like you don't feel your sense of happiness that you want to. Like the Sun card coming out as a blockage is like maybe you're pretending to be happy, or yeah, you might be pretending to be happy because it doesn't really make sense in a blockage. Or maybe you're afraid to be happy. It's like maybe you're afraid to admit that you want this, that you want like a happily ever after or a family, or maybe you're just too kind of in your ego to admit your feelings for somebody or to pursue something or to take a leap of faith is what I'm seeing. You might be afraid of competition. You might be afraid of too much resistance. You might be afraid of having to defend this position, like you don't feel worthy of it, or you don't feel like you can retain it if you get it. Seven of Wands is very like defensive. It's ironic because this card, it's like you actually do have the upper hand. See how he's like up on the land and they're down below. You can't even see their heads. You have the advantage. You're just concerned. So maybe you're just overanalyzing something in your life that you really want. You might be feeling a little imbalanced right now, or you just don't have what, like maybe you feel like you can't reciprocate something, like you can't give them what they deserve, or maybe like there's some kind of imbalance that you're worried about. I don't know. It's like you feel like something isn't fair or something wouldn't pan out. It's feeling like fear-based. It's like feeling like you're lacking something maybe, or you're unworthy, or you're just afraid that something won't be equal maybe. Maybe you've had experiences in life and love and business that just weren't equal, so maybe you're afraid of that repeating. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles, oh, if I didn't tell you guys, this is my Radiant Rider Waite deck, and this is the Astero Tarot. But I always link my decks down below. Anyway, Four of Pentacles. So you might be thinking about yourself. It's like you might have gone into kind of self-preservation mode a little bit and like pushed people aside or things aside that you did care about. Like you might have gone into a little bit of like panic mode, and you're realizing you do want something now, or you've lost something, or this like just hasn't worked out for you. So like in a negative sense, like the Four of Pentacles is like you're holding on too tightly to something. So maybe you're just being stingy, maybe you're not giving into situations that you want to give into for some reason, just out of fear, and you're too in your head. I think you're just like in this like I'm gonna look out for me kind of situation, but you might have come across something that's a group effort or romantic, or in some way requires you to let your guard down or open up your heart a little bit, and you don't want to do this, or you don't feel ready to do this. Yeah, you have some toxic maybe addictions or ties or habits or attachments, maybe not so great friendships, maybe not so great mental patterns, maybe not so great dieting, or maybe you sit inside too much and don't get out and get some vitamin, you know, like this could be anything. This could be like a smoking addiction, a drug addiction, like anything that's like very toxic and kind of grips you. You don't feel like you have freedom. That is the devil energy. So this could be an influence over your life. This could just be something you haven't dealt with. I feel like it could have something to do with your childhood here, or a young love. Maybe somebody just did you really dirty, or maybe like somebody planted a seed of fear in you maybe at some point. Maybe your family, maybe like something about your family was toxic, so you're afraid of love. Maybe you're afraid of happiness because you never saw this displayed for you, so maybe you're afraid that like you're incapable of it, you can't deliver that because it's foreign to you. So I feel like you're resisting kind of this evolving, or this like stepping, like lowering down from your head to your heart, like opening up basically. I think you're just holding on for dear life to some really toxic, stupid past things or habits or whatever it is for you. It could have something to do with your family for sure, is what I feel. Like this could be like a childhood trauma kind of thing, like maybe you didn't get the right kind of love in your childhood that you wanted, and so you feel like inadequate, or you don't know how to give it, or you feel awkward. Maybe you just like saw your parents fight, or maybe they weren't together, or just something was planted in your little heart probably. I don't mean to laugh. Try not to make this too heavy. If I laugh, that's like one of my awkward traits, is I laugh when I get awkward. Anyway, it's just something like planted in you that made you afraid, to pursue this, or that you were never going to get this happiness, or you didn't deserve it. It just like planted it in you that you weren't going to get that. And I think you might have just pursued money instead. Like you might have just turned to material comforts to ease your pain or to ease your uneasiness, to ease, like, you don't want to think about it. I think you kind of like turned off your heart a little bit. Maybe you didn't want to think about it. Maybe somebody hurt you, or maybe you're just afraid to get hurt. So you've gone a little cold is what I'm seeing. Let's pull some cards for advice for you guys. ʟᴜ. Spirit, what's some advice for ʟᴜ? What can they really do to stretch out of this? What can they do to grow? I don't know. What do you want to say? Oh my God. The cards are really stiff right now. You guys are really stubborn right now. What the heck? Okay. Temperance. You need to balance your energies, probably balance your chakras. You might need some just healing energy. You might need to take like a rest vacation or staycation, or just do whatever you can to kind of zen yourself. Temperance is fire energy, so it's just very warm and loving. Just maybe spend time with people that care about you. Yeah, it's like trying to balance your inner world. So maybe this is just trying to get you to look at what is imbalance and why you're feeling this inner tension, and just like let yourself maybe meditate on that. She looks like she's meditating. Maybe meditation would be a really good. If meditation is awkward for you, I highly recommend like active meditating, like walking, running, some kind of sport or activity, so you don't feel like you're just awkwardly sitting on a pillow. You don't have to sit still to meditate. People can do it in a lot of different ways. So that just felt like for somebody maybe needed to be encouraged into it. I meditate a lot on my yoga mat. Like, I meditate a lot when I walk along the river. Like, there's other ways to do it. So that could be just like maybe tapping into your spiritual side, or just trying to seek some kind of balance, inner balance. This could just be like counseling. It's like you need to like regenerate your energy or re-spark. Like an Ace of Wands is like a new beginning. It's usually in like passionate love, sex, creativity. Like you have this drive to start something fresh. So maybe you just need to lean into that. I feel like this is a fear thing and you just need to let go a little bit. Knight of Swords. You need to take action. You might need to speak your truth to somebody. Swords are communication. You might, yeah, you might need to communicate to whoever this is involving. Ooh, 2 more cards flew out. Okay, these are the last cards I'm going to give you guys. ʟᴜ, Queen of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles. This could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be. This could be someone in your family, somebody you wanted to start a family with. So it's just saying, like, be very clear and communicative with this person. It's saying if you really want to get the 10 of Pentacles, like, you're gonna have to balance this, like, yeah, you're gonna have to balance your energies, like, your material desires and comforts with your spiritual, like, life and heart. Like, I feel like your, like, masculine, feminine energies might be a little imbalanced within you. So maybe you had, like, a negative experience with your father or a negative experience with your mother. Anyway, I don't want to get too personal, you guys, but this is just saying that this is a lot of fear-based and this might be a lot of trauma-based. So I think it is just a matter of, like, dealing with some things that are maybe internal that could draw you closer to, like, spirituality and just a sense of, like, you know who you are and what you want in life. That's what I mean by that. It would ignite your passion, or maybe just, this is saying, pursue things that you feel passionate about to kind of start this process. Maybe you need to communicate with people and be really, like, direct and truthful. Knights are action, so it's like you might need to take the first step in the situation or just put yourself out there in whatever this is. Be very clear, hold your boundaries. I mean, like, just be firm. And with the Queen and King of Swords, this could be like a counterpart. So this might be like pursuing somebody that you're interested in or speaking to them. I feel like this pile is probably love related. It could be family related or business, but it's feeling like love with the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun, and the Four of Wands. Those are like very family oriented cards. So yeah, okay. That was a little interesting, pile 2. What do you think? Comment down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed watching this. I appreciate it, and it helps my channel. Yeah, let me know if it resonated, how this lands for you. This could play out in a lot of different scenarios, obviously, so I'm a little curious. And yeah, I hope you guys put away your fear and go for it. Check out my other videos. I will always be posting more. Consider donating. It helps support my channel. I would love you for it. Or just like this video or share or whatever. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here and giving me a little of your time. And I'll catch you next video. Bye. Okay. So, pile 3, if you chose the blue, oh my gosh, I think it's not citrine. I'm blanking. Okay, you guys, don't laugh at me. I've been sick and my brain is kind of like fried. But, so you know you're getting pure channelings because my brain is shot. So, like, I can't think of any of this. Like, this is all channeling, I swear. I think it's blue calcite. I don't know. This is my angel stone. I love this stone. It's so pretty. I want to get a bigger one of it someday because it's just this really cool, soft blue color. It's very, like, icy, and I don't know. I love it. Anyway, enough about that. Okay, pile 3. Let's get into what are your blockages. This could be anything. This is a general reading, so not everything will land, and try to don't fit it into your scenario, but like for some of you this might be a love situation, for some of you this might be business or a friendship or your family, or you know, fill in the blank. It's not all going to be the same for everybody. So I'm going to try to speak in general terms so that you can get a message. Anyway, sometimes specific ones come out too, but okay. So your blockages, Page of Cups. You feel like you're not getting solid love offers right now. You're feeling like you're not getting people's genuine heart or intentions, or maybe quality time. Like you feel like people are kind of giving you just not the energy that you're giving them. I think like you feel like you're putting in more than you're getting back, and so you're a little disappointed with that. This could have something to do with your children or childhood friends, or like just not very like close to the heart relationships. So this is probably people you really care about that you're having little struggles with. So this is kind of being hard on you. Like maybe your kids are going through a weird phase, maybe a friendship is going through a weird phase, maybe a new relationship is going through a weird phase, but something is kind of like I don't know, maybe you guys are like just too busy right now. Maybe there's just too many outside things going on. I feel like there's some confusion in this scenario with the shadow puppets here. Like you might be thinking too much. They might be thinking too much. Yeah, there might be some like disillusionment a little bit. You might be acting a little, this is funny, I got 9 of Swords in the last pile. You might be acting a little brash or reactive before you should. Like you might be putting your foot in your mouth a little bit, or speaking not out of turn, but like maybe jumping to conclusions and then realizing, ooh, that really wasn't the case, or maybe they didn't mean it like that. Or you might just be a little bit reactive. We're all kind of like on high emotions right now. So I think with the emotions of Cancer season, and you just like throw a fire on that when you go into Leo, I think people are just in fighting modes right now. So that could be it. Like maybe you're just bickering with people and this is really like getting to you. I think it's really like hurting your heart. I think you're really sad about this. I think you miss these people or these connections or feeling like you had something or someone had your back. I think you're just a little bit angry. I think you feel defensive. I think you feel a little bit alone. I think you feel kind of like your back's against the wall a little bit. So, it's definitely getting some kind of like argumentative energy, perhaps. Maybe you're wanting to be single. Maybe you're needing to really relax and like invest a little bit in your own security. Maybe, Nine of Pentacles, I can see it as like the like fabulous single lady that's like takes care of herself, and I mean like literally she's like napping in luxury. So like as a blockage, maybe you just don't see yourself as worthy of something, or maybe you're having self-worth issues, or maybe it's just your security. So maybe you literally are having security issues or money problems or housing problems or like something going on with COVID or, you know, something. It might be something outside of yourself that's really stressing you out. So it's like maybe your blockage is you want to rest and you want to feel secure, but you're not quite there yet right now. Yeah, 10 of Wands, you're hanging on to some kind of burden. This might be something you could actually actively let go of, but you're holding on to it. This just might be like a fight you can't give up. Maybe you're an activist. Maybe you're going through legal matters. Maybe you are just getting into entanglements. Maybe you're getting into kind of like bickerings with people. Maybe you're having these like conversations and arguments about values and about racism. Maybe you're just kind of getting swept up in a lot of the like stress and the realities of right now. I try to make my videos pretty like timeless, but it's hard not to bring up some of the stuff that's going on right now. So if you watch this video way later, just don't apply that part. Anyway, 10 of Wands. It's something very sacred, I feel like. This might be very much like beliefs and traditions. I see the whale symbol as like a very sacred animal. I think of like how Native Americans honor whales and how highly they hold them. So I kind of think of it the same way. Like it invokes like the same kind of thoughts in my mind. Like it might be just something you're very passionate about or very close to your heart. You feel like you can't let go of this. So I feel like it's something stressing you out and wearing you down on a very deep heart level, and it's something you feel like you can't let go of. This might be to do with a decision, or you might need to work on making a decision to make your way out of this in some way. So you might just need to be making small decisions or taking actions. You could be holding back communication. Maybe you're feeling offended. Maybe you're feeling left out. Maybe you're feeling just singled out. Maybe you're feeling a little alone. You might be a little like she's guarded. I think you're just defensive and guarded. So you might just be holding back and trying to like heal. Maybe you've been through some really rough stuff lately. You might have lost loved ones. I don't know your story. With the Lovers, I'm trying to think of this as kind of my advice line. So you might need to open up to love. This could do with a significant Gemini. It doesn't have to. I also see this as like it's also kind of the Adam and Eve story if you look at the like pictures. So maybe it's this like kind of dreaming of new possibilities, that like new like they're supposedly the beginning, right? So maybe it's like kind of, if this is activist related, it might be like dreaming of new societies or some kind of unified thing, or it could just be like opening up to love a little bit, like letting love kind of wash over some of these issues or just like help you de-stress. These are both decision cards, so you might be having a trouble deciding about something. 6 of Swords. So you want to move away from conflict, and you will. but you're struggling to do this because I think you are avoiding a significant decision. This could be like a decision to move, a decision about a relationship, a decision about a partnership, a decision about something you want to be involved in, just anything, something you want to stand for. It could be anything. So some kind of decision is weighing on you and holding you back. Maybe you're holding on to the past a little bit and having trouble moving forward. You are going to move forward with the Six of Swords. I feel like you have to rest, and then in this rest you'll be able to make this decision, and then once that is made, it's just going to clear up a lot of this stress and you will be able to move forward, at least start taking steps forward. With the Empress energy here, this is very like healing, loving, like goddess vibes. So I feel like you're going to pull it back in. Like if you need to set your boundaries and cut off toxic people, you're going to do that. You're going to make this decision and go with your higher self and your gut and what gives you peace, and you're going to walk out of conflict. You're maybe going to walk away from certain relationships that brought you conflict or connections. You're going to repair ones that mean a lot to you. So it's just like a lot of like ebbing and flowing, I'm feeling like, and reassessing of relationships and values and maybe where you are from or what you stand for. And I feel like a lot of this has just been very painful for you, and you're about to make some kind of breakthrough. So I pulled advice cards for pile 2 because I forgot that the second line was advice. So it just worked out that way. Maybe they did have kind of a heavier reading. So anyway, I feel like I'm gonna at least pull you guys a couple advice cards. Yeah, don't juggle. So you need to make this decision, take a leap of faith, and move forward. Like, oh my God, Wheel of Fortune, the World, yeah, and the Fool. Yeah, you need to move forward, you need to let go, you need to move on. This cycle's dead, this cycle's ending. I think you're holding on to dead things, like just things that just died a long time ago and you need to let go of. This situations, people, or connections that you've outgrown. Maybe you've outgrown just personally, spiritually, whatever. You just outgrown them in some way. You need to let go of them. You've been juggling too much. I feel like you've been taking on other people's problems, putting other people maybe before you that don't even care about you. You know, like, I feel like your priorities have been a little bit out of whack, and not for like, you know, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying, like, it happens to the best of us. I think you just maybe cared about people that you shouldn't have, or held on to something too tightly, or you just started to let something get to you, or maybe you just were dealing with too much. So you're just finally ready to like make some kind of decision, cut something off, or move forward, or let go of some kind of burden that's been really weighing on you. You're gonna have some kind of progress that is gonna help you. I don't know where I'm moving these cards. It's gonna help you achieve the Empress. So yeah, you're gonna be just fine. Pile 3 is what I'm trying to say. You're just working through something and it's weighing heavily on your heart. So that's okay, take your time, but I will encourage you, as soon as you take a step forward or make some kind of decision, you will feel a million times better. So whatever's been blocking you, yeah, I would just, yeah, I would just do what you need to do to make that decision. It's hard for me to give like specific advice because I don't know what it's pertaining to, and I don't want to just talk out of my ass. Okay, hopefully that landed. Hopefully you knew what I was talking about. That was a little bit interesting. I feel like sometimes when channelings come through and I can't quite grasp them, sometimes they're like more accurate because I have no clue what's going on, but like you do. It's like Spirit's talking to you. Anyway, let me know what you thought. Let me know if it resonated. Yeah, thank you for watching pile 3. Consider sharing my video, liking, donating, all that jazz. And I always have my email down below if you want to book a reading. So thank you. And my prices are always in my description box too. All right, moving on. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile 4. So if you chose the sea coral, this is the last and final pile. This is yours. We're going to get into what are your blockages and a little bit of advice about how to move through those. These could be romantic, these could be just to do with life in general, finances, spirituality, kind of anything. So maybe whatever is popping up on your mind right now is what we're going to talk about, or as I'm speaking, it might just click in your head what I'm talking about. So anyway, Queen of Cups. You're feeling emotionally unavailable. Maybe you're just feeling emotionally depleted and drained. Kind of like you don't have anything left to give people and you don't want to. The Queen of Cups is very loving, nurturing energy, but in a blockage or negative kind of setting, she's closed off. She's overly emotional. Maybe you're crying a little bit too much. Maybe you're having strong emotional reactions to things. Like you just might feel a little like emotionally raw or on edge. You might have got played too much. You might have got the runaround in love, or you might currently just be feeling a little confused about which way is up and down. This could be love, fortune, anything. Seven of Cups is just like you have too many possibilities at hand. So maybe you're feeling worn out by this, or maybe you're having trouble like defining your feelings or channeling that energy in an effective way. Maybe you're being fickle with your feelings a little bit. Or it's like one day you're excited about something and the next day you're not, kind of thing. So some of you just might be struggling like a little bit with mental health. Maybe not in like a serious way, but maybe just like it's starting to get to you, like it's the situation of everything, or this situation is getting to you. So this is definitely an emotional block. Yes, pile 4. Whenever I pull the Ace of Swords, that's like definite hands down confirmation of whatever I just said. So with 2 cup cards, this is definitely emotional blockages. I feel like you just kind of don't know what to invest in maybe, or who would be safe with your heart, or what would bring you emotional fulfillment. You're not sure maybe what you really want at the end of the day. It might be you can see yourself happy with this person or with that job or with this opportunity. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit scattered. Like you kind of don't know what you want a little bit. I think you are maybe a little secure in your singleness. Maybe you are secure in your independence in some way. Maybe you like working alone. Maybe you operate alone. Maybe you want to be alone. But the 9 of Pentacles, I got this in another pile too. I'm getting a lot of repeating cards. This is interesting because I used 2 different decks. But anyway, 9 of Pentacles, I've never noticed a snail in this card. So you're just taking things slow. I think your heart's been really beat up and you're just not in a hurry to do much of anything. I think you just need a little bit of a break. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your security, what brings you happiness and peace. You're kind of just putting yourself first, and you're putting a lid on your emotions. You might have a lot of options right now, and you're just kind of over it. I think you maybe don't want to make a decision. I think you're just not really interested in a way, or you're just very closed off. You might need to pursue things that you're passionate about to reignite your heart chakra, or to open up this again and to get you passionate again, or operating more in your emotions. So this could be art, this could be hanging out with friends, this could be dating, this could be poetry, this could be anything that you really enjoy, that you feel utilize your creativity in some way. That's what I see. For some of you, this has something to do with the fall season. That's not for everybody, but I'm just seeing that for a few. Don't be afraid of competition, whatever this is. You have like divine blessing. So you might have something waiting for you and you're afraid to grab hold of it. Maybe you're afraid you won't, I don't know. Maybe you're afraid you won't qualify or you won't be the one to get this thing. But with the Seven of Wands here, we got that too, this defensive energy. Someone is defensive. Like, I think you're afraid to miss out, or you're afraid to lose out. You're afraid to choose the wrong thing. Maybe you've had poor choices in the past in love or life or whatever, and you're afraid to repeat those poor choices. Maybe you don't trust your emotions anymore. The Seven of Wands, she has victory. You've defeated all these people. It's like you've already defeated these things. You're already ready or worthy of whatever this is. I think you're just beating yourself up, or you might be in a little bit of a lack mentality, like you don't think you deserve it, or something. Maybe you're just afraid to open up yet. But Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Hearts. So I think this is saying, like, tap into your graceful, nurturing, loving, soft kind of energy. This is like saying, like, know you're a queen, know your worth. So the pentacles are value. So it's like, know you have value. Maybe this is like reassuring yourself. Not being in a Nine of Pentacles, but knowing that you're a queen. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Like, knowing you're a queen status, no matter how you identify, you're a queen. So reminding yourself of this, maybe by pursuing things that you love and are passionate about, and then just get you going. Okay, Three of Wands. Maybe letting yourself dream, letting yourself plan, letting yourself look to the future, on what you could possibly manifest, what you could cultivate with the right kind of people, the right kind of situation. I feel like this is like taking a deep breath and believing in yourself a little bit, like letting your guard down a little bit. And you can do this in a slow, steady way. You can do this in a natural way. I think the two aces, it's a very beginning, new, fresh kind of energy. So it's like, go easy on yourself. If you need time, take time. If you need to build a friendship with someone, do that. If you need to, I don't know how this would work in a work setting. It obviously depends on the career, but like, if you want an internship first, if you want to shadow them, if you want to get to know them first before you jump into business with them, or whatever it is, this is saying, like, it's okay to take your time and maybe plan things out. Let's pull some advice cards. Let's see. Spirit, what do you want to say? What is your advice? Okay. So take control. Don't be afraid to assert your willpower. Don't be afraid to build with people. It's 2 threes, Three of Pentacles and Three of Wands. So those are very like community numbers. Five of Wands. I mean, this is funny as an advice card because it's kind of like bickering and fighting. So maybe you need to stand up for yourself a little bit. Maybe you need to assert yourself a little bit. You might need to even confront some people or talk things out. So maybe you're like avoiding an emotional confrontation or conversation, or just something emotional. Maybe you're fighting your, maybe Spirit is saying just don't resist your emotions like that. And the Hermit card. This is like what I said, like you can take control, but also take a step back at the same time. So it's like going back to the drawing board, go on a vacation, go rest, do something that really nurtures your soul, makes you feel connected with your higher self, so you feel like you can make this progress, or take this leap of faith, or just kind of step into your queen status and know your worth, and maybe open up a little more emotionally to people that deserve it, to the people that deserve your energy and deserve your time and are going to respect you and reciprocate the same. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. I hope that makes sense. This reading was a little interesting. I'm so curious. I hope you guys comment. This reading has been a little off the wall for me. Like, it's been harder for me to grip a little bit, and that's me a little bit. I'm like mentally tired because I was sick the past couple days, so it's like more clear channelings. So I love it when it comes out that way because I can't sometimes see everything, and so when you guys comment, it makes sense and it's cool. But anyway, I'm blabbering now. Okay, so let me know if it did resonate. Like this video if you enjoyed watching it. You guys can always comment topics. I'll always read your comments and consider any topic ideas you want me to do. I'm basically doing sexual pick a cards as like a series, and then I'm gonna mix in other videos, story times and other pick a cards and whatever. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I hope you got something out of this reading, you guys. I hope you have a great day. Please don't stress. Enjoy Leo season. Go get some sunshine. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.